Hi everybody, here's a video to show you how to have a conversation between two sprites in Scratch. So I'm going to keep the cat and I'm going to put him on the left. Then I'm going to go get another sprite. And I'll pick people. I'm going to pick Ben because he's facing the wrong way. Because the first thing I want to show you is how to make a character face the other way. So you would click on the sprite, go over to the left into costumes, in the costume tab. And then I pick the costume that he's going to be in and I flip him horizontally. So now the two sprites will face each other. So let's go into the code. So I'm going to have the cat talk first because he's on the left. So I'll click on the cat, and as you can see, I'm in the cat code. He will start with a flag. Now I'm not going to move him. I'm just going to have them have a conversation. So I don't need to go to X and Y. I'm going to start with a say block. So the say blocks are in Lux. And since we're doing this in Spanish, he is going to say hola. Hola, Ben, for 2 seconds. Then he is going to broadcast a message so Ben knows it's his turn to talk. So I'm going to go to events, and down the bottom of events, I'm going to use a broadcast and wait for this. You guys should remember this from last year, but it was a while ago that we did this. And I'm just going to number these. So I'm going to get a new message, and I'm going to number the first one 1. And then when Ben receives 1, he's going to talk. So now I'm going to go into Ben. He is going to receive 1. And then he is going to say something back. So he can say, hola, scratch cat, or gato. And if 2 seconds isn't long enough, I can change that to 3. So remember to keep your speech bubbles up long enough for people to read them. So a little longer than you'd want them up. And then I can hit the flag and I can see the cat says something and then Ben says something. So now it's the cat's turn again. So I'm going to just go to the cat stack of code and get another say block. And the cat will say, ¿Cómo estás? And because we can't easily do the upside down question mark, if you leave it out, that's okay. But if you can figure out how to put that in, great. And the other thing is we may not be able to put some accents in because of our keyboard. And that's okay too. So then he's going to broadcast again. He's going to say something and then he's going to broadcast and wait. So now he has to have a new broadcast. And this will be the second one. So we'll just name it 2. And then we'll have Ben say something. Except he can't say it under the broadcast. He needs to get another when I receive. So we'll just type in what he's going to say. He'll say estoy bien. And then we need to go back into events and get the when I receive. Very important though, you need to pick the right receive. So since it's the second one, he's going to receive 2. Then it's going to go back to the cat. And the cat is going to say something else. So we'll get another say block. And then we'll give the cat, we'll say something else. And every time the cat says something, he has to do a broadcast and wait. So you notice you're pulling the same code over and over again. So if you wanted to, you could duplicate some of the code. So we'll just throw this out and I'll show you that. So I could duplicate a say by just pulling this apart and then 2-finger tap and I get a duplicate. Put it underneath. Now I still will have to change it. I'll have to add a new broadcast. And I will obviously have to change what he says. So you would find something else for him to say here. Make sure it stays up for enough time. And then you would go back to Ben, and then you would do the same thing. You can duplicate this. 2-finger tap to duplicate. When I receive 3, I'm going to try to get the 3. and then you would put a different message here. And that is how you do conversation between two sprites in Scratch.